Your child is refusing to do their homework, locked into a video game instead. You are caught in a frustrating standoff. If you react too harshly, you risk a blow-up. If you give in, you lose your authority. Developmental psychologist Diana Baumrind spent her career studying these exact moments. She identified authoritative parenting as the most effective framework for raising well-adjusted kids. This style demands that parents balance clear, firm rules with deep emotional support. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step playbook to navigate these conflicts. We will map out how to end the daily power struggles and help your child become a confident, independent problem solver. Step 1 starts right now. Grab a piece of paper and write down one specific rule your child actively resisted this week. Keep it handy. We are going to apply these psychological principles directly to that exact rule. In the 1950s, many households leaned into authoritarianism. Parents enforced strict rules with an iron fist, demanding unquestioning obedience with little emotional warmth. Children raised this way learned to follow instructions, but often struggled with anxiety and making their own decisions. Later, many parents swung to the opposite extreme, permissive parenting. They showered their children with affection, but removed boundaries and structure entirely. Without guidelines, these children often grew up lacking self-discipline and struggling to respect authority. Psychologists use a matrix measuring two metrics: warmth, the affection you provide, and control, the discipline you enforce. Look at the top right quadrant. High warmth meets high control here. This is the authoritative quadrant, firm but loving. Now, let's set your baseline. Below the rule you wrote down earlier, write out 3 absolute, non-negotiable household rules. Think of limits like a specific bedtime or a strict cap on daily screen time. These establish your control. You will know you have the right baseline when you feel like a supportive guide. Your role is to avoid acting as a household dictator or your child's best friend. With your rules established, we need to adjust how you communicate them. This starts by removing the phrase "because I said so" from your vocabulary. Demanding obedience without explanation breeds resentment and teaches your child to push back. Instead, institute the why routine. From now on, you must attach a clear, logical explanation to every single rule on your list. Let's look at an example. Imagine your rules are that ice cream is only allowed on Sundays, and screen time is capped at exactly 30 minutes a day. You need to explain the reasoning directly to your child. Tell them that the sugar in ice cream affects their physical health, and that staring at a screen for too long limits their mental focus for other activities. Consistently explaining the why shifts how your child processes the rule. A limit that once felt like an arbitrary punishment becomes a logical boundary they can actually understand and respect. Now, let's address what happens when they still resist. Go back to that initial standoff. Your child is demanding to play Fortnite before touching their homework. Step 1 of the Disagreement Protocol. Pause. Drop down to your child's physical level to diffuse your aggressive posture and meet them eye to eye. Step 2. Actively listen. Let them explain why they want to play the game right now. Validate their frustration. Acknowledge that stopping a fun activity is difficult. Step 3. Calmly state your boundary. Remind them of the rule. Homework first, play later. Do this without yelling, and do not let them bait you into a tug-of-war for power. Step 4. Collaborate on a solution that still exists within that rule. Offer them a schedule where they do 15 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute stretch break. During this negotiation, watch out for critical failure points. Do not resort to guilt trips, do not give them the silent treatment, and avoid flying off the handle. By following this protocol, you diffuse the anger. Discipline transforms from a hostile standoff into a collaborative teaching moment. Setting rules is only half the job. You must also avoid the trap of snowplow or helicopter parenting, where adults rush in to clear every obstacle out of their child's path. Instead, institute controlled freedoms. This gives your child total autonomy, but strictly within the boundaries you established earlier. Consider a play and tidy rule. Your child is granted the freedom to play with their toys however they want, but under the strict condition that they must clean up the mess when they are done. When they struggle with that cleanup or any difficult task, your reaction is critical. Provide emotional support and encouragement, but absolutely refuse to do the actual work for them. Your success metric is simple. You will know this is working when your child stops asking you to fix minor inconveniences and begins attempting to solve them on their own. A child builds resilience and authentic self-confidence when they are allowed to safely struggle without a parent interfering. Let's review your completed playbook. You have established clear baseline rules, executed the why communication routine, deployed the disagreement protocol, and fostered independent habits. Children raised with this balance become adults who can endure hardships, express their opinions bravely, and make sound decisions entirely on their own. Here is your final challenge. Look back at the specific rule you wrote down at the start of this video. The next time your child pushes back on it, use the disagreement protocol and cross off that conflict. Extraordinary parenting rests on the steady, daily balance of warmth and boundaries.